Hey y'all, I am back. This is Empress True, and this is your oracle reading for the day. Okay, so the theme of this message today is revolving around passion. Let's see what messages are being conveyed. Okay, so this is a warning against gossip and vanity. People who gossip and who are vain are trying to come out of confusion right now. Someone's decided not to be a workaholic because they're dealing with some type of recovery. But there's a miracle that's in store, and this miracle is going to bring joy. Somebody was suffering from grief and isolation, and things were bittersweet, but that person was still growing. But they was not willing to accept deception in their life, and that wisdom that they obtained is giving them an enlightenment. Now this person is no more complacent, and this person is totally balanced. There are no more blockages, and this person is grateful for their gifts and abilities, because their gifts and abilities help them remain impartial in looking at people's self-discovery process. So this person, individual, has abilities, but the way they look at people, they look at them from a non-judgmental point of view, because they know that the self journey is individual and no two people's journey is going to be exactly identical. Okay, so someone is there's some need for forgiveness. Someone doesn't want to work. Something's not working, but there's going to be a miracle that takes place. And this miracle is going to bring recovery to someone's life. Like, the things that were lost will be found, and if you were struggling, you're going to move from that area. You can't know who you are without accepting the negative sides that happen. Okay, so basically what they're saying is that when you can't only look for happy moments to learn from, you learn from the downside and the negative moments too. Every moment that we have in life is an opportunity to learn from it. So your wisdom has increased, and so has your instincts, and you are being warned that you have to make sure that you are obtaining all of the wisdom that you gone through on the year. Not only are you obtaining, but you're utilizing the wisdom that has been obtained. And it's a big thing about don't gossip. This card keeps coming out, don't gossip. In the past, somebody's guilty for their gossip in the past. Okay, so this person was passionate about somebody. They wanted things to grow. And this person was bittersweet when things went left. But now this person is trying to come up with some type of way to bring things together. So basically, I'm getting a story of someone was with someone, they broke up. Someone did something after the breakup that made the other individual really upset. And so the person that did the thing that made the other person upset is trying to find a way to balance the scales and bring justice to the situation. Right now, you are in isolation, but know that this is all part so you can recharge. And when you recharge, you're going to see at the end, when you come out of your little cocoon, because when we recharge, it's like going to the cocoon. In order for us to make changes, like when a butterfly goes into a cocoon. But when you emerge, watch what happens and when you emerge from that cocoon. Yes. Okay, so one thing that you have to know and understand about magic is that there is no good and bad. That is all a matter of perception, right? So energy is just that. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's use the example of fire, right? So when you have fire and you can use that fire to burn down a house, but you can also use that fire to cook a meal, correct? So when you're engaging in energy manipulation, it's all about not wearing a mask and also remaining balanced. Because when you wear a mask, that mask is going to fall off because your actions, your energy reflects who you truly are. So even if you come off like, oh, I'm so, kind and I wouldn't harm a soul, if your energy on the inside, everybody has a shadow side that they suppress. But if your shadow side is more dominant, then everything, your magic, whatever you do, I'm just using that term, energy manipulation, choose whatever term you want. But whatever you do to try to manipulate energy will not work if you are not standing honest and true. There's no other way to explain it. You have to be true, because when you're dealing with energy manipulation, whatever energy you're carrying, that's what's going to be a part of the transmutation process. So you have to make sure that you are well grounded before you engage in such acts. If you're not well grounded, your vessel will be taken over, and you will no longer be doing things that bring out your highest good. You'll just be doing things for whatever entity you have attached to you, because you didn't ground yourself before you started dealing in different sciences. That's why you should not just go online and go look at spells and say, let me go try this, right? Because you don't understand the repercussions of those things, right? Especially when you're a novice to energy manipulation. The karma because, right, anytime you do anything to take away somebody's free will, there's going to be repercussions down the line for you doing that. You're not only affecting you and that individual, but you're affecting entire bloodlines when you decide to manipulate people's energy. And when their ego gets a wind of that, when their ancestors, when their God, whatever you want to call the creative force energy, because man has used so many terms and has manipulated people with so many religions and all types of things, that the terms that we use today can be misconstrued depending on who's saying it and who's receiving it. So I just want to make sure I'm clear, right? When I'm speaking of whatever is your guiding force, whatever is that voice you listen to that tells you right from wrong and things like that, that's what I'm referencing when I speak. Now that you are on your quest, right? Vanity has no place there. There's going to be vain people around you. There's going to be people who will try to put you down in what you're doing and just to exalt themselves. But you have to be able to recognize it. Don't allow those people to get to you, right? You continue on your path. Okay, so what do you need to remove from your life? So, not having faith. When you see that blockages have been removed, know that they have been removed. And things are working. When miracles take place in your life, acknowledge them as such. Don't think that, oh, this good thing has happened, but some negativity is about to happen down the line. When you get into that mindset, you'll start shaping your life to be that way. Your mind creates the reality that you live. So with that being said, what type of thoughts are you cultivating in your mind? Somebody doesn't want to be deceptive anymore. Someone is no longer facing blockages and they're happy, but they just don't have faith that they'll be able to recover a relationship because they feel things are dissipating. But this person truly wants balance. What can this person do to bring balance into their relationship? Okay, so you have to address your insecurities at a ground level. And you got to stop working on coming out of confusion. Sometimes you have to learn to agree to disagree, right? If I paint my side of the fence red and you paint your side of the fence blue, and I have a neighbor that comes over, it was like, oh, I like your red fence. But they're only looking at it from my end. And other neighbors like, well, the fence is blue. Both sides, both people are correct. One side is red, one side is blue. You have to be able to see the difference between things. You don't have to say one is right and the other one is wrong, when clearly both answers are acceptable. The reason why things are like that in life is because we have different perceptions. And even though we see things different, we can arrive at the same conclusion. Okay, what steps do you need to take to remove the obstacles from your life? Be happy. Avoid gossip. Come out of, let go of guilt. Especially things that, mistakes and things you did to that was part of your quest. Why are you feeling guilty about it? If you did not go through those experiences, you would not have learned anything. No one understands that. Stop hiding your faith. Whatever your beliefs are, stop hiding it. I have that issue, right? Because I'm gifted. I'm a prophetic person. And I was uncomfortable sharing my gift because when I was growing up, everyone said that there's no prophets of today, and anybody that's a prophet is a demon, and yada, yada, yada. And I was taught that. So it put me at odds of who I was. I was fighting against who I was because it didn't measure up to who society expected me to be. And I was not realizing that I was brought to society to be that different. I'm not supposed to emulate anybody else out here. That's why I do my own thing. And I don't feel the need to have to steal people's content or anything like that. Anything that I post, I'm sharing. But I always add my personal view of whatever it is that I'm posting. I never just, I can't just take someone's work and pass it off as my own. But I understand where that comes from. That comes from an insecure place, Because even in school, all of that stuff started early and usually in people's lives where they felt like they weren't enough. So the fact that you're not enough, you have to steal from other people. And so we have to check society and we have to check ourselves if we ever feel like we fall into that category. Know that you are enough. Know that what you bring to the table is essential. And the reason why I don't get too upset about people stealing my work, the only reason I get upset is because I know it's a disservice to the planet. But I don't get upset because a lot of the information that I give y'all is channeled. You could tell when I close my eyes and I start speaking. And so being that information is channeled to me, why won't I think that other people have information channeled? Or maybe that same information is being channeled. But to know the difference is when you watch people. When you're a people watcher, you know what type of insecurities people are having, and you know what they're dealing with. And the people that are currently copying my work is coming from an insecure place. It's coming from I think how when you have some people that are not natural at certain things, and so they try to copy that which is natural, and then it comes off inauthentic, and people know it's inauthentic when they try to do it themselves. So they have no choice but to copy. There's no other way around it because those people have not found out who they were yet. Let me see, because that interrupted me. I'm going to see. I'm going to read it to you. Okay, so trust your intuition when it comes to people that are showing gratitude. And also develop an impartiality to victimizing people that are on their quest. Do not judge people that are on their journey. What can you do to achieve financial abundance in this month coming? Well, you have to be passionate about the things that enlighten you. Your wisdom and will bring you to joy. So basically, it's saying that joy is something that can be tapped into. There's nothing that you can do to facilitate it. When you are in a happy state, your finances will flow. Let's see what else. Be thankful. Things have been brought to a balance right now in your life. You're going to have a reason to smile. Somebody may be pregnant, but this person that I'm speaking to right now is learning who they truly are. It is like their confidence is expanding. Let's see. Someone has lost their faith. Someone is feeling really insecure and they want forgiveness in a relationship. Okay, so one thing that we have to know and understand that there are ebbs and flows in life, but you should be able to maintain a middle point, right? Because if you don't know how to maintain that middle emotional level, like a midpoint, because it's like we have our highs and then we have our lows, right? But that midpoint is what we want to aim for. Because if you get too excited, then comes the fall when that excitement wears off. And if you get too depressed, then comes that fall from the depression, level. So maintaining a healthy level has a lot to do with, if you really think about it, your mindset and your expectations of events. Know and understand that life is going to have its ups and downs, but through those ups and downs you should be able to navigate in a way where you're not going up and down. You should navigate where you're just moving forward. Your wisdom is what's perfect. The things that you learn, that inner voice that you tap into is perfect. But when you ignore it and do other things, that's when the imperfection comes into play. Okay, so I'm going to pull from another deck. Okay, so right now you're emotionally withdrawn. Someone's thinking about a past love that they were really intrigued by. Now this person is trying to bring balance into their life, and they want they see success with this individual. This person, they're really sexually attracted to this individual. Like this person Like, okay, so basically what they're saying is this person that I'm speaking of doesn't normally get aroused, but this person really arouses this person. And this person is trying to manipulate a way for you to be by yourself. This person is being very manipulative. Do not allow this person to intervene in your day-to-day affairs. Always trust your intuition. That third eye. Matter of fact, let me hold on. We're going to talk about this. Yeah, we're going to talk about this third eye. Okay, so this third eye, we're going to talk about this third eye. With third eye activation, you are able to tap into different frequencies. These, I love clear quartz crystal. Lapis lazuli, this is also good for protection. And it also protects you from psychic attack and things like that. Rose quartz. I keep rose quartz handy because it helps soften my energy. I have a lot of fire in my chart, so I keep rose quartz to keep me balanced. But when your third eye is blocked, your third eye is how you receive information from nature and the world around you. And it also is how you receive prophetic insights and things like that. When your third eye is blocked off, you can't see the things before they happen. You're not paying attention to what's going on around you and in nature, so therefore you'll be at an imbalance. All right, so right now you need to balance out your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. There's blockages in those chakras right now. So, make your movements and choices and decisions dolo. Do not consult other people on your movements and choices and decisions this week. Especially when it has to do with you building your foundation. Because I talked about this the other day. Sometimes the people in your circle do not want what's best for you. You might think that they do, but they don't. Some of them do, some of them don't. But the ones that don't, do not allow that energy to penetrate you. There's someone in your circle that's very deceptive and envious of you. You need to remove them from you. Take a break from them. Put them on pause. And know how to stand your ground. I understand. I know how it feels when you have built everything out from ground up yourself. And you become very defensive of the things that you have. Like, for instance, right? From IMU Collections, Shekinah Wisdom to Unearthing the Truth, I created all of those businesses myself from the scratch. The websites, I built them myself. I didn't have to pay anybody because I have a computer science background. The only thing I paid someone for was to secure my website because I'm still in coding classes now, but network security classes now. But what I learned from doing my projects and everything from the ground up, it taught me to respect